In high school, there was this kid, Jack, and he really annoyed everybody. And it wasn't because he was that different from the rest of us. It's just he tried too hard to be accepted. Jack was like my personal mirror. And like myself and Jack, these young Samoans want to be accepted. And so they try so hard to be Samoan rather than just being Samoan.
Don't be like Daddy. Don't be like me. Yeah, be like someone else. Bigger and better things out there for my kids than this.
I would tell you the consequences. You know, I wouldn't practically tell you to get out because you can't tell anybody. It's like telling somebody quit smoking, you know. It's like, it's good, you're in a gangster, okay, good. But what happened? You know, what's gonna happen with you now? You know, being a gangster, what happened if, you know, what happened when you go and shoplifting? What's gonna happen to you? Get locked up? Parents not be proud of you?
I've been through it. And I wouldn't like to see any of my brothers go through what I did. You know, I went through a lot, you know, I got myself in trouble, but hey, I'm thankful for what I have now.
Man, if you're gonna get into a gang, man, you gotta remember, you're either gonna get killed or you're gonna end up in jail. Or else you might get lucky. You know? That's it, that's the only options you got.
What happened? Go to a drive-by shooting. But I'm not gonna do the shooting. Yeah, you're not. But, you know, there's a new law out now that you're just as guilty as the person do the shooting. That person do go to chair. Are you willing to go to chair with him? Just to ride a car with him?
That's the other thing I learned is I can't be hanging around those people anymore. You know, because it's actually them that got me in trouble.
But I got a gang of homies in there right now. They're on death row, but they're lifers. Ain't never gonna see daylight, you know?
I still get letters from them. You know, they telling me, oh, Bone sent me this. You a teacher? That's right, Uso. What the hell you teaching them? I'm teaching them, you know, about life, man. Something that you guys can't do. You know, you users are up in there, man. And
I can't believe I was doing those things. It's like it wasted a whole period of my life doing nothing. You know, but getting myself in trouble.
And you might not hack it. You might be a youngster, ain't even lived life yet. Straight through with life, through with money. Can't do for nobody. But watch your back.
It would never stop. You know, your family will always be there. Samoans are always close. But that's why the kids keep following, you know. I want to be bad like him.
It's a cycle, you know, where the next young person want to do the, you know, the dirt that their uncles and their fathers have done.
When Luke was 18, he met Ofisa Molio'o Jr., a young Samoan runaway. After Ofisa left his home, Luke became his legal guardian. Oddly enough, Luke tried to get him to stay in school, but Ofisa dropped out. He quickly became a part of Luke's drug dealing operation. His loyalty and fierceness soon earned him the name Wick, short for Wicked.
I had this little Momo over there on the east side, little motel shop. I had all the homies come in with me, you know, who was having trouble with, like, their family.
I remember when we first met Wick, he was on the street, kid was homeless.
Your mom then tripping on y'all? Come on, stay with me.
You know, just asking us if he can have some money for some food.
The parents mad at you because your school's... Come on, stay with me.
He didn't have nothing. He only had a pair of cut-off khakis and some county shoes and a tank top.
I'll take you. Take care of y'all.
So my brother, Luke took him in, fed him, gave him a place to stay.
Yeah, man, we had him with us when he was in, like barely out of elementary, coming to junior high school.
He saw everybody else, you know. He saw the way, you know, being a gang member was like, I don't know, being a gang member was like being a star out there on the streets in front of your peers, in front of everybody that grew up with. You know, he saw the respect my brother was getting. He wanted the same thing. He got caught in bad things, got caught hustling, so he did time.
He got back out. My brother took him back to his family. Told him to go back to his family.
When he came back out, he was a different person. He was big, he was grown, and he was a hardcore gang member. If you saw a gang member, then he'd be the, you know, if you were looking for a gang member, he was that hardcore one.
He got out, they went to this party, him and some of the other fellas, his cousins, and a party in Victoria Park.
I said, man, don't go to that party, you know, on the 4th of July. Everybody's got heat with them, you know, it's the 4th of July. But he went anyways with some of the other homies.
It wasn't that bad of a neighborhood, but it was somebody else's neighborhood. Went up there and ran into some fools from Park Village. You know, they got in a confrontation. So Wick told this one fool, let's swing him. Let's get busy. This guy was like, oh, what's up? What's happening? So Wick hit him. Somebody jumped out the crowd and shot him twice in the chest. And he died.
By another Samoan gang too, you know? It's kind of.
And it was sad, you know, went to his funeral, we saw the whole family out there. It was a sad sight.
You know, I feel like all the homies to me is like all family, you know? And when one of them passes away, you know, that is rough. It's just like the whole hood.
People go to jail, they think for a long time, and they come out and they think the streets are the same. But, you know, streets always change.
When we was all getting ready to go, you know, we was all straight. Even inside the church, you know, we was all straight. But once they let us see the homie in the casket, oh man, everyone just started breaking down, you know? Because then you just think, you know, damn man, what if that could have been me?
The kid wanted to be a gang member. He wanted to be a gang member.
I don't feel responsible for that. You know, I didn't go over there and tell him, hey, come over here and stay with me. Your mom done tripping on y'all? Come on, stay with me. Parents mad at you because your school's up? Come on, stay with me. I'll take you. Take care of y'all.
It's terrible. Can't find my nigga's headstone.
Luke never did find Wick's grave. Luke is still living in Long Beach, calling the shots for his Sons of Samoa set. Ben and Famanu, they have legitimate jobs in California. And Bone is teaching middle school in American Samoa.
Aue Te Fefe I, Afi Ua Mu, Mu mai le lai tu.
I believe that it's a lack of connection to family and village, to love and respect, that caused these young Samoans to do anything to feel accepted.
Fai polo sa la fai, so ia whaafifi le mu. Aua lava whaatala tu.
The day I overdosed, the emergency room staff refused to release me to my parents until they promised to admit me into a psych hospital immediately. During the admission process, I tried to escape, but the doors locked down before I got out.
O sa vai o le ato. Ua lata o na salamo.
The therapist said, you can continue to run away and eventually end up dead, or you can stay here and figure out what's wrong.
Samoa, loto malo.
It was at that moment that I realized that I had a choice about who and what I am. Recently, my girlfriend said, stop trying to be something that you already are. She's right. I'm an American with Samoan heritage. That's who I am.